Welcome to the Agile Transformation Academy. Let's learn about the rise of knowledge team. In the past, a lot of time you can learn everything you need to know by moving up the corporate ladder. Today, there are many ways that modern product delivery makes that much more difficult. So it's important to think of the agile mindset not just as a new thing but as a reaction to difficult challenges with typical product delivery. In the 1990s, many project managers recognized that they needed a way to deliver products in a new way. What they found is that many of the people working in the organization had changed. These different employees started to specialize, and it was difficult to find generalists who understood all the different specialties. So, as a database engineer, might know a little bit about software development but not enough to manage a team of developers. This led to a serious challenge in management. It put project managers in difficult position. They were responsible for delivering the product but a very little knowledge on how to make key technical decisions. Software products had also become much more complicated, so it forced many more people to specialize. It was harder to just be a computer scientist who built an entire product. Instead, now you had software developers, database engineers, testers, and even infrastructure specialists. Finally, you might get a job in the office and manage hundreds of employees. By the time you work in the office, you knew almost everything there was to know about building a product. You probably start building them yourself and then work your way up into the management. The managers then have the knowledge of the workers they manage. Now compare that to a modern software project managers who might manage a team with different specialists. Each person probably spent decades building up their own expertise. There's no way that one project manager could know all the different decisions that it takes to build a software product. They couldn't be a database engineer, software developer, and infrastructure specialist. Even if they did, they had never be able to keep up with the changing technology. That's because there is a difference between managing workers in the factory and managing knowledge workers developing software product. Knowledge workers are employed for what they know. That's make it difficult to manage with them a traditional hierarchy. You can't direct a team of people who collectively know more about the product than anyone else in the management. So you have managers becoming less directive and more supportive. One of the key that you see with the agile team is this to push to be self-organized. That's because it's difficult to manage the team with a top-down approach. So you shouldn't have one manager who's directing the team to deliver the product. There's no line manager like you have in a factory. Instead, you focus on having collective decision making. This is very difficult change for most of the organization. Many managers like to tell their employees what needs to be done and then they go off and get it done. They might not be ready for a group of specialized knowledge workers coming up with their own plan on how to deliver the product. Later, you will see the importance of this servant leader style management with a role called the Scrum Master. But this role is just a part of larger trend in self-organization. A lot of agile mindset focuses on giving these knowledge workers the flexibility they need to succeed.